Hey everyone, Wargs here. So, special bonus reaction video. It's not necessarily Halloween themed, although it has a lot of connotations to it with this particular song. This, of course, is another voice play video. I've got one more coming this month, at the end of the month. There's just a lot of stuff to dig into that's spooky Halloween themed with these guys. So, yeah, we're going to hit up as much of it as possible. So, this is In the Hall of the Mountain King, which is, of course, the famous classic music piece. This one features Elizabeth Garrozo, who I'm not familiar with, so this is an introduction to her for me. So kind of excited to look into this one. I've had a couple of you guys ask that I do this reaction as well, so here it is. For those of you that are coming back to the channel, welcome back. It is good to see you again. For those of you new to the channel, welcome in. Appreciate you very much for joining me. For those of you that are new, quick background on me. I'm not a professional musician, so I'm just a guy that really loves music. I was a percussionist in high school, so I know a little bit about rhythm, harmonies, kind of musical ideas and what they're trying to accomplish. But I'm not really good at like the sort of nerdy technique side. So identifying notes, not a strong suit. Identifying like the techniques being used, not a very good strong suit. If you're really looking in for like those nerdy deep dives into your videos where you're looking to like how are they like doing certain vowel sounds or something like that with like movement of the throat, movement of the voice, movement of your cheekbones, stuff like that, there are other creators out there that I recommend you get into to kind of get a little bit more of like the musical theory, musical aspect sides of things that I'm just not very good about. I have 4 creators that I always recommend. Maggie Does Music, Charismatic Voice, Mortius, and Peter Barber of the Bass Gang does reaction videos to a lot of this stuff. In fact, I know Peter has one up for this video, so after you're done watching this one, go check his out and give him some support as well. So I've never seen this before, so we're going to do it in the usual I've never seen this before format, which is we are going to watch all of it through. You're going to get to see my kind of first reaction to everything. If you don't want to, if you haven't watched this yourself, I definitely recommend that you go watch it first. The link will be in the description below, and then come back and watch my big old head and chair in the bottom left corner of your screen right now, and watch my honest to God reaction to it. Once we get done with that, and we kind of give me a sec to gather my thoughts, usually because voice play always needs me to give me a second to figure it out. We'll go back in and we'll rewind and we'll go back in and dive deep into it overall. So if you're just here for the reaction, this is probably only going to be about an 8-minute video or so for you, maybe less. And if you're here for the longer, deep, nerdy dive, buckle in, get your drink of choice, your snack of choice, and let's get into it. So without further ado, In the Hall of the Mountain King by Voice Play, featuring Elizabeth Garrozo.
Boom, boom, boom. La 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 la.
All right. Yeah, that's very cool. It's not often voice play does stuff with no lyrics. I think the Halo theme was the last one that they did that has no lyrics. So of course it's all, la das as ums os type stuff. Um, very very cool, very fun, very silly, which is good. You got to have some silliness in your life. This one's of course designed to be silly. Sometimes the silliness is a little bit more subtle. Things like that we don't talk about Bruno, but this one's just kind of over the top fun. Some a lot of operatic techniques used here, which I don't recall hearing from voice play all that often. Sounds like Elizabeth Garrozo. Sounds like she's operatically trained, which, given what I heard from her, doesn't. It's easy to make that assumption. But yeah, just kind of a fun video. Really enjoyed that. In Hall of Mountain King is one of my favorite classical songs of all time. I just really, really enjoy it. Um, and just this kind of fun little twist on it that has uh, a few different kind of styles integrated into it. Like there was a section of full opera. There was like a dubstep type section towards the end there. Really picked up a pace at the end. Do 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 do, that type of thing. Um, yeah, just a lot of stuff that is just really cool, really kind of variated in style on a song that can get kind of one note in the original version, where you're just kind of going. But these guys added a lot of really fun effects. Again, let's quickly look at the set design on this because let's see. Featuring Elizabeth Garrozo. Lane, of course, did the arrangement and video, no surprise. Ellie did the lighting effects. Ed did, of course, the audio mix. Jeff helped with some additional arrangements. Rick Underwood and Renette Farron. So Rick Underwood, longtime makeup, prosthetics, Renette Farron. Andy Montejo doing the camera. Of course, Kathy Castellucci, as always, their PM. Penguin Point Productions helped out on this. Thanks to Troy Joachim and Cindy Stein for all their help on set. So shout outs to all those folks. Yeah, just absolutely great stuff from them overall. So shout outs to all those folks for helping out voice play, and of course the members of voice play for doing a lot of the work on this themselves. Just really, really good stuff. All right, so that's the end of the video. If you are just here for the reaction, for those of you that want to deep dive, and let's break this down a little bit because there's a lot going on in this video. Let's get to it. Of course, immediately with Jeff. Of course, this song originally I think starts off something like this, but a lot of these little bell tones. Shout outs to the mask right here. That is a shout outs to that's a mask that was used in Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm sure they had like a kidnapped Sandy Claus, I think was used in something like that, but that looks like a mask that's used from Nightmare Before Christmas. So like the reusing of good props here. So right there, of course, you don't finish off the line like you expect because it gets shushed by Lane. It's really nice stuff there. And of course, Caesar, being Caesar, sassy, over the top. That's why we love him. Really nice little thing he's got going on here with his look, the red, Ellie the green, Lane the yellow, Jeff the blue, I think. And purple, of course, for Elizabeth. So nice little splash of color for each character, kind of representing something as well. What I didn't expect was Ellie to go this low. I know he can, but he doesn't do it often in voice play recordings. So just to have him be this low on this line was a nice little surprise. You expect Lane or Caesar even to go down that low. So it's just nice to have that little bit of a swerve, so to speak, if you're a long-time listener of voice play. So first introduction to Elizabeth, very nice. She clearly has a range, which is not surprising. Again, being operatically trained, you tend to have to go far. But what I like about Elizabeth versus a lot of the other lady collaborators that they've worked with is that she clearly has a low chest range, or a low range for herself that others just can't get down to that they've worked with. I know, like, obviously Ashley Diane, my favorite collaborator with them, but Alexa didn't really get down there. Rachel Potter doesn't really get down there. Anyone else that I've done that's been listening, that's done female collaborators, none of the females have really gotten down low into sort of that almost baritone level, which is really, really cool to have here with Elizabeth. So shout outs to her. and just showing off the insane range that she's got. Really nice little first introduction to show that she can go a little bit lower than a lot of females can, and of course later on we're going to see how high she can go. I really love how they're going back to the boom 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 instead of resolving it on doom. They're always going back and kind of just cutting it off one note short. As usual, Jeff nails it. He's probably done walking bass lines in his sleep, let alone doing them in a production, because he's a bass. They're always doing walking bass stuff. So just really, really done, really well clear. And again, some nice harmonies in the background going on here. So just really neat stuff.
La 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 la.
Wow. Kind of getting into those. I'm going to guess that was a C2. It's my guess from Jeff there. But what I really enjoy about this is I really like Lane in this because he's mixing up both a little bit of character work, a little bit of his own singing, and his vocal percussion in this. He's kind of doing a lot to carry the middle harmonies as well as the beatboxing, kind of helping maintain the momentum of the song. Even though the song doesn't really need help maintaining its momentum, it's kind of written in a way that it always feels like it has forward momentum, starting out very slow and then at the very end getting very, very quick. So like the song itself just builds and builds and builds, but they do little things to kind of help solidify that feeling that something is going forward. So just really, really nice stuff. I quite appreciate that. So that little part right there, of course, Ellie drinks out of the cauldron, and all of a sudden it's hitting these kind of high opera tenor notes that we know he can. So he went from being low, so it's a little bit of storytelling. Like he started off kind of down low and even into baritone levels with his little da, 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 da. And now, of course, it's just hitting these high notes here that I'm not even going to attempt because I can't do them, with a little bit of opera technique in them, which is really, really cool. And I really like the way the notes are arranged. We had da, 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 da. Like, my brain, when I think about it, I would go da, 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 da. Kind of like that to kind of give it that almost repetitiveness and kind of help it make sense. But they, again, throw a slight loop in a way that makes perfect sense, where they go da, 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 da. So they just cut off that one little like 16th note that rhythmically, I think that's the word I'm looking for. Rhythmically doesn't make a lot of sense to me as a percussionist, because you just like, of course, I'm also what they dub the ghost note lover. I love throwing in little stuff that makes perfect sense. So like instead of going da 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 da, something like that, I'll go da 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 da, something like that. That's the type of stuff that I just find really fun to do. The little bit of beatboxing that I can do for myself, or if I'm just like tapping on my desk, something along those lines. They just kind of throw that loop where they go da 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 da. Really nice. Of course, I appreciate that. I think that's what he's doing. It sounds like the bad guy from Inspector Gadget. I will get you, Gadget. Yeah. Sorry about that. Just adding that little bit of character work to it, which is really nice. So they changed it, so they went la da 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 dum 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 ha ha ha, something like that. Really like those little like differences in the sounds they're making with their mouths as they're doing it. So they're not just going da 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 da. There, do 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 la da da ha ha ha. Kind of keeping it interesting in the sounds that are coming out of their mouths while keeping the rhythm going on. So let's listen to it one more time, and we'll move forward. There were some clashing minor notes there. Ooh, nice little dissonance that's being added there just to add that flavor to the line itself. Really nice. I like that. So again, we're getting a theme here. When they drink from the soup, all of a sudden they can do things like opera singing. honestly, the first thing that went through my mind when I heard this section was, A, okay, she's operatically trained. B, for whatever reason, and I think it's just because I'm a millennial and I'm 35, my brain went to the uh, musical performance in The Fifth Element, because there's a lot of that same kind of intonation. I mean, it's kind of somewhat the same in a lot of ways with opera. But like, I don't know why my brain went to that section where she's gone. I think that's what it is in The Fifth Element. But like, that's where my brain went the first time I heard it, and now coming back listening to it, I just appreciate the story that they're telling inside the visual of the song, where they're mixing in different stuff and then someone takes a sip from it and they're all of a sudden doing these very operatic style notes. So let's go back and listen to it one more time and we're going to move forward. Really like the so I love Lane's face. He kills me. So he drinks and all of a sudden he's become like this, like he just becomes like so proper. And of course he does like the really fun adds that little 16th note run into the main melody line, which again is normally just do 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 do, but adds that 16th note to kind of make it feel there, but does it in a way that sounds very posh in a way, and it's just really funny to me. It is hilarious. Let's listen to it one more time and then we'll go there. I think the head thing at the right there gets me. It's really funny. So of course the little Ellie spawns on Ellie's shoulder. Does the same similar rhythm to the Lane there with the la da 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 da. And of course Ellie like looking at his own shoulder, just kind of being like, what the heck is wrong with you? And then I love the little touch there at the end where he takes him, throws him into the pot, and like the fairy dust comes up out of the thing right here. This little thing, just really, really funny touch. We'll go back, just listen to a couple more seconds of it, and then we'll continue forward again. Underrated Jeff bass line there, just really smooth, really showing off the range a little bit there. He gets the high bass into low bass, just really, really nice stuff. So again, the storytelling that's going on here, they distract Lane, put something else into the thing, and now when he's coming in, he's singing drunk note. Do, 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 do. Like I live in the South of the United States, so like something like this, I probably could hear on the corner. You know, hear at any bar that I go to. So it's, for me, it tickles me in a little bit of a different way. Appreciate the bubble editing there. Ooh, what did Jeff get to there? Very nice. Of course, all the opera techniques coming in right there with a little bit of reverb, kind of the enunciation of the operas with the like really open throats. Really, really nice. Again, little cheeky, poke you, make you chuckle type thing with the dust out of his ears and the I like how they're adding all the slurp noises in post-production. They also added the train whistle there, which is a nice little like Looney Tunes comic-esque type thing that you see. So just nice little touch. Those of us that are old enough to remember Looney Tunes and like the stuff that would happen when they would eat spicy stuff, like you appreciate that. And we're come full circle with Ellie. He's back down into his lower voice here now that he's drank this cauldron of whatever it is. Again, I like the storytelling, the cohesion that they're doing visually with this song and the arrangement. Again, I need to know that note. Is it the same one as earlier? Really, really cool stuff. Now we're getting into our dubstep trap type mix section, which I really appreciate, and I've never heard someone take this song and do it in kind of a weird dubsteppy almost mix, and I really enjoy it. So we're just gonna kind of listen to it through for a little bit, and if there's anything that I find really cool, interesting, we're gonna listen to it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna vibe because I love this section. Yo. We know Link can do that. To clarify further, when he does the yeah, he's doing like a throat bass technique while saying yeah. So basically with the throat bass technique, what he's doing is he's kind of really opening up his throat and pushing sound all the way like from here instead of from his vocal cords, kind of right here. If you listen, like if you hold your throat while you're talking or singing, oh, like that right there, you kind of feel them right here. He's opening up, so they're actually coming more from like right down here, and they're pushing through the vocal cords. Yeah, kind of doing that. Appreciate all the sound effects because I'm a child and I love that sort of stuff. Really like the harmony that Ellie and Caesar did. They are professionals at harmonizing very well with each other. So really nice how Caesar started below, or Ellie started below Caesar, and then as he got up into the thing, as he was making the run up, he got above Caesar, while Caesar kind of just stayed where he was at. Really like that type of harmonizing. It's a little bit different than what you would expect, where both kind of move at the same time. Here they kind of did, I can't really do it. They kind of did this, and it was really nice. Right here, it's my favorite part. Again, same low note. I've heard it 3 times now. Ridiculous. Very smooth on the it's really, really smooth, really good note control across all of them that have done it so far. Just stellar stuff. It's really hard to maintain note control. Like I just tried it and I was piss poor at it. But like to be able to maintain that type of control while doing that type of speed run, as I almost say, where you're going up that well, if you're not used to it, it can be difficult. In fact, they all maintained really, really nice clarity, really nice intonation, really nice enunciation of the laws. Really, really cool stuff. And of course, Lane gets to do silly, sick runs at the end, and he looks so proud of himself. You be proud, Lane. You did a great job. Oh man, that was fun. That was really, really fun. I really appreciate that video. Thank you guys for recommending me that one. I know I said it was going to be on the list, but I really, really appreciate you guys encouraging me to watch this. I do not regret the fact that I did. It is silly in the best ways possible. Man, I'm now 3 for 5 on keeping voice play videos under 30 minutes. Maybe I'm getting better at this thing and keeping them a little bit more concise. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. I appreciate you very much for sticking around with me. If you are at this portion of the video, remember to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, as I talked about in other videos. I hate saying it. I know you guys don't like hearing it anymore, but it really does help. Like 90% of the people that watch my videos, 90% plus that watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you find yourself coming back to my acapella reaction videos a lot because you just enjoy them and enjoy what I bring to them, I guess, just check to see if you're subscribed. It costs you nothing. You don't have to be interested in my World of Warcraft stuff that I do. It's slowly kind of been phased out a little bit as content goes. I'm waiting for the new expansion to drop. But if you're here for my acapella reaction videos, basically every Sunday right now, I'm trying to get something out new. every single time. And I'm doing October's a busy month because a lot of people are putting stuff out. So October's gonna be busy. December's probably gonna be very busy as well with Christmas stuff coming out across a lot of different artists and platforms. Just overall, just things that like just subscribe. It saves you money. You can ignore the Warcraft stuff if you want, or if you want to kind of see if you're maybe a relapsed World of Warcraft player that happens to be watching these videos, you can definitely go check those out and kind of see if it's maybe the new expansion is something for you. I think it's going to be good. Spoiler alert. But but yeah, that's all I got, guys. That's me simping for clout and begging for subs. So hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're all staying safe. Or hope you're all enjoying yourselves. You're having fun. You're listening to great music. And I will see you all in the next video.